Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Incredible Adventures of Helsing. And if you have seen the last episode, we are still here in the industrial port 13, I think, if I'm not completely mistaken, and we will, just go on here in clearing out everything which we at one point I think have already actually cleared that out already, but we will just, go on. Now here are more automated enemies, which, is a little bit off, I don't know what I wanted to say, but which makes, of course, a little bit of sense. I think I wanted to say that, because the palace of machines. So let's then try to bring all of them down like so. Oh, they actually fall quite quickly when you get at them. Alright, there's nothing to get. Why am I clearing out all the stuff the second time? Because, I always hope to find good items. The good part, of course, if there are new enemies, you get, again, you get experience points. So that is actually not for nothing. At least that is my opinion on that. Oh, that went quite quickly. That is always my style of playing. I've said that a couple of times when I played Diablo 3. Every time the maps there were randomized and all the good jazz, so every time you got in the new map, it was completely new, and the enemies have been respawned. And in Van Helsing, it's actually the way that once you've completely cleared the map and you go back there, all enemies are cleared. So there's my thinking about clearing out all the maps. But at certain points, like here, when you go on with the crest and with the machines, then we have to clear all these nice things out one more time, and that is what we are currently doing here. So we are actually at a dead end that could prove very bad, but no, we cleared them all out, so that is very nice. So they were heavily firing at us. I hope that we are not facing a huge crowd of riflemen. Just these guys. Okay, there I need to be careful. I guess the way to beat them here is actually to somehow get to their back, because what I've experienced with these guys, that they do not really I think they can turn around, but it always takes ages until they are turned around. That is what I wanted to say. So I will then, okay, I can't go. Are there stairs? I do not know that. I will try to get out of their firing. That is a thing I really like in this game, that you actually can, I don't want to say dodge, but that you can, you can, if you do it correctly, not being hit. So I'll pay now. Okay, there's another guy, so we shouldn't get behind them. Oh, that is actually, oh crap, that's not really possible. So we already paid 100,000 gold there. So let's then try to get past here. Oh crap, and we walk into the next. That is, guys, that is going to be one part of this episode, clearing these guys out. So there you can see, that is what I actually do like in this game. That, there are many things I like in this game. Always, in every game you play, you always have small things you do not like. I think that's just, the normal stuff when you play games. In certain games, of course, there are more bad parts than good parts. These are usually games I always try to play them completely through, even if I do not like them. But these are, there are not most. Oh crap! I do not know how I'm going to do that here. Actually, there are not many games I do not like. So that's actually good that we respawned here, because as I said, they can't shoot to the back. So we know that these guys are really hard to do anything against. So now that is really good for us that we spawn directly behind them, and all these guys here were actually a little bit in the back because I moved the other way. So that was really good for us. So let's then kill off the strongman. Always walk in corners. That is really nice to do, because the enemies need, of course, time to actually turn around, and that at that point then, of course, is your advantage. So let's retreat here
any healing potions.
And kill off these guys. These guys are nasty as well, because they are really fast, as you can see, and they can deal quite a lot of damage with their little zaps there. But once you've been able to kill a couple guys of them, that is quite good, because then you can do more damage to the rest, and that then leads either way to your death or to their death. And this way it turned out that we died. So, as you can see, you die a lot of times in this game. But that is just good. Alright, on we go. I think once we have dealt with these guys, which should be any second, then we are at a really good spot, because the rest of them, the enemies which are still up there where we, were in the time where we just went in, there were not too many of them remaining. I think most of the enemies are going to be automated guns, which will be dealt with really quickly. This one is down. Nice. So let's quickly get the gold, and then we are good to go on. As you have seen, the respawn, the respawn things, we are now at 473,000 gold, and I just paid 50,000 gold for respawning. So that's always a thing, or even 75,000. That's always a thing you need to think about when, if you respawn. It gives you, of course, at some points a little advantage. At other points it is not really good, because you can't do anything, you die again, and then you have wasted a little bit of money. Alright, these guys are goners, and is there anything? Oh, I thought we have actually cleared it out, but we obviously did not.
Some
really.
Healing potions would be nice.
So these guys are goners, and then we've cleared out everything here. Okay, it goes on. Alright, that I did not know, but fair enough. Doing the damage to the strongmans here. Oh, crap. Alright, that's now going to be dicey. That is really going to be dicey. We need to be very careful. But we did it. Nice. Alright, I think we are doing well here. We are doing really well. Go to the back so they can't really hit us. That is the way to go for me. Right here. Alright, I do not know. I think before we haven't been here at this certain part of the industrial port, but is just fine with me. Seeing something new is always good. Even if you can say at one point I spoke about the diversity of the maps in this game, which I think are really cool because you have, I think the map settings of course are quite different, and that is something I do like in this game. Come on, all of you just get down. These are actually one of the enemies I do not fear, but one of the, you know, sort of enemies which do quite a lot of, which can do quite a lot of damage, where you need to be more careful than, again, for example, the electric werewolves or werewolf electrics, which of course can do their damage, but the difference there is they are close combat. If they would be or could shoot, then they would be, you know, harder enemies. But you know, the helicopters there or the omnicopters are more powerful because of their shooting ability. So let's then kill off these guys and off we go. Nice. That is of course very beautiful. Even a health potion, which we are, you know, plummeting at. We should at one point, I guess you can buy them. Whoa, 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 get out of here.
I don't have any healing potions.
And we should really buy them, although I have to say the aura there, or the spell which actually lets you reload or regen, is really, really helpful, because without that you would be in a world of hurt. Oh shit, I tapped out. Sorry for that. Never a good thing to happen. And now I did a little mistake. I should have taken not the health potion but the aura there. That probably would have saved us one. Oh, I did it again. That would have saved us a health potion or two. No. But anyhow, sometimes you just make tiny little mistakes. So, one more shot and gone they are. There we nearly died. That is something which is, you know, part of every game actually. So, as you can see, with the I think they are called omnicopters, are they? There you always have to do a huge amount of kiting, and you know, it's hard to do. But, you know, at one point you actually have to do it. You don't come around. Anyhow, we then will go on. But guys, that is actually now the end of this episode. I hope we are going to have cleared out this area very soonish, so we can go on with the Palace of the Machines quest. At one point, I know I still have to do a couple of old quests, which I will still do. I am not certain when I'm going to be able to do that, but that is going to be part of, and that's going to be one thing future Psychic has to do and not present Psychic. So for now guys, I really thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, why don't you give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you again in the next episode. Oh, I switched weapons because I wanted to reload. Well, until then, have a nice day, stay frosty.